Hi everyone, sorry I can't be with you today, but I thought that I would do a very short video about the lesson that has been posted in Schoology on adding and subtracting radical expressions. So what I would love for you to do is watch this short video to get an idea of adding and subtracting radical expressions, and then afterwards open up the slide deck that's posted to Schoology and follow along slide by slide with each of the examples that are there. So to start off, just to make a comparison, if I were to ask you to do 3x plus 4x, we would add the coefficients, but we would leave the variable and its exponent of 1. Adding and subtracting radical expressions is remarkably similar. For example, if I have 3 times the square root of 2 plus 4 times the square root of 2, the square root of 2 acts like the variable and its exponent. It's going to remain the same in your answer. All we're going to do is add the 3 and the 4, which act like your coefficients. So combining like terms and adding and subtracting radical expressions are almost identical. So that was an adding example. Take a look at a subtracting example. 6y subtract 2y would give me 4y. We subtract the coefficients, but we leave the variable and its exponent alone. It would be identical with a radical. 6 times the square root of 3 minus 2 times the square root of 3 is 4 square roots of 3. Notice that the radical, the square root of 3, stayed the same. The only thing that changed was 6 minus 2 became 4. So the question you might ask yourself is, what happens if those radical expressions are not the same? So for example, if I have 7 times the square root of 8 plus 6 times the square root of 2, you might say to yourself, well, the square root of 8 and the square root of 2 don't match, and so I don't think they're like terms and I cannot add them. But if we think a little bit more about the square root of 8, I can simplify the square root of 8. The square root of 8 is the same as the square root of 4 times 2. I can take the square root of 4, it comes out as a 2, where it meets the 7 that was already there. So in essence, this is really 14 times the square root of 2. And now when I look at the remaining part of the question, plus 6 times the square root of 2, I see that in the end they are like terms. They are both the square root of 2, and I can answer this question 20 times the square root of 2. So as you follow along in the presentation posted to Schoology, I want you to think combining like terms when you're thinking about adding and subtracting radical expressions. It's why I had you do the Desmos combining like terms practice right before watching this video.